Hello, Inform Scotland followers and friends. I'm just going to do a really quick update because it's wine time. I've just put the update for today on the website and you can go and have a look. I wanted to speak to you specifically because of all this panic about Glasgow and Grampian, or Glasgow and Murray, the coronavirus surges there. There's all sorts of info as usual on the update, but you can see in the graphs at the end, the numbers of positive tests coming back have gone up a little bit, but obviously we've been doing more testing, so the positive percentage rate has risen very, very slightly, but it's still around 1%. I've heard a report that a lot of these cases in Glasgow too are asymptomatic. So I feel like I'm very boring when I say this, but there's a very good chance, I just say it all the time, there's a very good chance an asymptomatic person testing positive is a false positive. But if they're asymptomatic, they're not sick, and they're not really going to spread because only 0.7% of cases or something are caused by asymptomatic spread. So there's really no reason to be worrying about them at all. Sorry to deliver you that great news on a Friday. Good news is banned, but not on this channel. Hospital numbers are on the floor. Deaths are still averaging 0, although we've had 1 and 2 deaths the last 2 days respectively. Positive tests in Glasgow have really ticked up, certainly compared to what's happening in Grampian, which is absolutely nothing, but it's still quite low. It's really nothing to be concerned about, and really it's the percentage positive and also the outcomes, like who's ending up in hospital, is anybody dying, and I really don't think that that's happening. Hospital occupancy I've included, so any region that's not included, that's because they've got fewer than 5 patients in hospital. So there's only 4 regions that have more than 5 patients in hospital, and Glasgow is sort of flattening off, levelling off. I don't know, is probably going to continue to fall a bit, I would have thought. Lanarkshire's flat, Grampian is falling, and Lothian is falling. Vaccinations, we're seeing this continuing trend of second doses being lower than they've been in the past, or the recent past, and then first doses are kind of limping up. And there was absolutely fantastic news on the prevalence front. So the ONS has been doing a survey into this, and we've been seeing falling levels now since the 14th of March. But basically they've been falling since, apart from a slight surge in March, they've been falling since January. And we're now at 1 in 1,250 people. The outer bounds of that were 1 in 690 and 1 in 2,730. Again, ONS reported. So really, there's not a lot of SARS-CoV-2 out there. I also have to inform you of a mistake that I've been making. I've been reporting in error the ITU occupancy. I thought that when I started presenting a graph, which I've now taken out because I was doing it in error, as it turns out. When I started presenting that, they started counting the number of long-term COVID patients, and I assumed that when they were doing an all COVID patients count, that included that number, but it turns out it didn't. So obviously these long-term COVID patients are patients who've been in hospital, in ITU, but they obviously aren't continuing to test positive. I don't know if they do continue to test patients in ITU, but I would imagine that they do. So they've not been continuing to test positive, so really that makes the number of these long-term COVID patients even less relevant, but they're counted separately, as it turns out. I don't know, I think we still think it's strange that patients would be in ITU for more than 28 days under any circumstances. This has been a very busy week, busy day today. I have been collaborating with a number of people. Our group, Inform Scotland, has grown quite significantly this week. It's been a really big week. We've got lots of new members. I'm really excited about that. Absolutely fantastic experts. We've got psychoanalysts. We have somebody from the church joined us now. We've got nurses galore, midwives, health visitors. There's a lot of people on our group now, so maybe I have to update the website description. And I'm hoping that we'll be able to get some faces on there so that you can see that it's not just me. It honestly isn't. I have a team of amazing people around me. We're all around each other, and it's just an absolute privilege to be part of this. So thank you so much for following us once again. It is definitely wine time, and I will see you next week. I don't think I'm going to be posting much this weekend. Stay sane. Stay tuned. Don't panic. Turn off your news. I love you.